this is Catherine from One Precious Pearl, the next chapter. Welcome back to my channel, and I am so glad you're here. And I have never done one of these before, so I'm asking you for your patience and humor as we start through this process together. I'm going to be working in my Commonplace book today. I first heard about Commonplace books through Nick from Nick the Booksmith channel. I'll link a video below so that you have the opportunity to peek at what her thoughts are on this. I've been a journaler for a number of years, and one of the things I like to do is write down thoughts or quotes or passages from books that I want to remember. Well, they are interspersed through all of my journals, and almost impossible really to go back and try to find any one particular thought. So the idea of a commonplace book really appealed to me. The definition, briefly, is a commonplace book, a noun, of course, a book into which notable excerpts from other works are copied for personal use. A very famous commonplace book quoter was Ben Franklin. He felt that was that every person should actually have a commonplace book to keep different thoughts. It was a good way of learning and growing and just establishing your own thought patterns. So that is what I have done. I have been keeping this since last October. Lots of writing in it through the holidays, just different things that I've come across. So today, my thought is I would like to find a page in here and start working on a page about travel. My husband and I love travel. It's our favorite thing to do together, and which of course has been difficult this past year, in part obviously because of COVID, and also because we made a major move and are still kind of getting established with new career, new place of residence, all sorts of things that have taken some time and have taken a time away from travel. But we're hoping to get back to it. We've taken a couple of trips already. So today I have two quotes that I like. One of them comes from Anthony Bourdain. Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it hurts. It even breaks your heart. But that's okay. The journey changes you. It should change you. It leaves marks on your memory, on your consciousness, on your heart, and on your body. You take something with you. Hopefully, you leave something good behind. I really do like that quote, just for a number of reasons. Another one that I found by St. Augustine is, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page." Again, another quote that I totally agree with. I had thought at first I wanted to use the Anthony Bourdain quote, but it's a little longer, and my page that I have decided on is this one. And so I think I will save that for another page that has a little more working room on it. And I liked this one just because, again, it's smaller. This is my first video. So I thought I would start with this particular map. It came off of Graphic Fairy, the premium channel, I believe, and I like the color. It is of the United States, and right now that's really where we have been traveling, there and in the Caribbean since COVID. Cut this a little bit just to fit it onto this very small page. Okay, so I'm a piler. I'm able to work in small spaces. I just had to learn how to do that when I was raising the kids and when I bought my first ever home by myself, and I just didn't have a lot of room. So this is what I started doing, was just piling things on top of each other and kind of working around all of the other little little other piles, I guess. Sorry, that didn't really make a lot of sense, but you'll have to excuse me. It's just kind of different talking to yourself and knowing other people are going to hear you. So I think that's what I want to use, mostly just for the color. I did print this on coffee dyed paper, so I would have more of an aged or antique kind of look. That's what most of the pages in my journal look like right now, kind of more vintagey. I do like kind of a mid-century modern look. I tend to gravitate toward that look, but for some reason the Commonplace book just felt more like I wanted to keep it more vintage. So this is the Fabrifix, which I generally get like at Hobby Lobby, or I ordered off of Amazon, and I like it because, well, nothing goes anywhere once you use it. It pretty much stays in place. So you have to work a little quick with it, as probably most of you other journalers know. Otherwise, you're going to end up, stuck with where it's at. So I'm going to tear a little bit of this. This is also designed from Graphics Fairy Premium channel, and notice I tore it twice. It's because I didn't do it correctly the first time. You want to avoid that white line here. You want to tear the piece that you're keeping towards you instead of away from you. That's what causes that white line. So I did it wrong the first time, and so I needed to redo it. I'm just going to put part of a piece up here in the corner. And again, use this Fabrifix. It's quick. I had to kind of think ahead, which isn't like I normally do. I usually just am sitting at my desk and grab this and that, or get up and go get this, that, but I had to bring everything upstairs today. I couldn't figure out how to do the lighting in my studio. It's on our lower level, and it doesn't have any natural light. I love it, and I have good light to work in, but not very good light to film in, so I'm hoping that things turn out here and I don't have to do too many trips back and forth. I've been watching YouTube channels since COVID actually started, and couldn't leave. Had just moved to a new state, new city. No opportunity really to get to know anyone. Not that I probably would have been able to spend time with them anyway, but you know, it did change my life, and I gave up a career to come here with my husband, and so I just dove into my art supplies and actually just learned a new craft, and the one that and it would be bookmaking or journal making and mixed media art, or Save My Sanity. I am selling my books now, and one of my loved ones asked me, well, if you were selling them at the price you're asking, are you actually making money? And probably not, but it was cheaper than finding a therapist, which is what I would have needed if I hadn't found this particular art, just simply because I would have not been able to keep my mind busy otherwise. I think a lot of other people went through the very same thing and had to find their own salvations, their own way of coping with COVID. I like tabs, and I don't know why. I just think they're just a cool thing to put on a page. It just doesn't necessarily signify anything, but this and this also came from the Graphics Fairy Premium channel, and I used clear sticker paper, which I think I had also ordered off of Amazon. So anyway, I backed it with just a file folder piece that I had used in another project. My arm kind of got in the way there. We'll use this one, and I feel like I need to put something behind it to kind of set it off. I'm going to have to secure that, so I'm going to just tear a little piece of this. And maybe set that one there. that wants to run around there a little bit. I'll put it on there. And I'll put these here. And then I have a couple of postage stamps that I thought I would use on here too. This one is from Portugal, and this one is from Kenya. And I like the colors on here. I think they go well with both the map and the chart. And of course, they're in the red family, so that works too. I admire the journalers that can put everything down and look at it and decide they like it a certain way, and then they glue it down. And I just don't do that. I'm okay, well, if it doesn't work, there's always a way to fix it, so I just go at it. And I think it's fun to see how everyone else processes. It's always going to be different, but it's always beautiful. So that is my quick page. Just my thought process really quickly is I try to look at color family, of course. I love color theory and color blending. So I say don't edge things, but I like that pattern. So we're gonna make it pop off of that paper. Of course, we've got the map, got a chart, a little bit of red writing, some wallpaper type material, and then a tab right here, which I will put today's date on so I remember what day I did this on. I was going to say part of the reason I chose this page is because this little flap is going to come down on it, which I'll either write on it or, excuse me, or collage, something like that. But this is my finished page. And again, the world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page. And thank you so much for being here today with my first experience of doing a page online. If you would be so kind to go in and subscribe, to hit the notification bell and the like button, I would appreciate it. And I hope you join me again when I do another video, either a flip through or tutorial page of some sort, or just come craft with me.